Hey Jen, how you doing? Okay, I got your booth and your presentation up here, and let's start with the front cover. And the first thing I want to say is, um, I want you to take a look at the announcement over here that I left. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Over here in the course announcements, I'm going to go to the course home announcements. I put this video in here, how to use the grid. I'd like you to take a look at that um, because I think that could really help your presentation quite a bit, actually. So back to your presentation. And the reason I say that is because you just don't want to use center aligned type. It's not a good way to activate negative space, nor does it allow for a harmonious integration with the page. And I speak so saying using visual harmony based on mathematics, believe it or not, and that's what you're going to find out, and that's what you're going to learn when you take a look at that grid video. So this will make a sense when you look at that. Okay, I promise. Okay, the booth. So here we have the booth, but and I just want to share a couple of comments. I want you to look at the video right before yours in the discussion board because it's just almost identically relevant. Okay. You're talking about regrowing hope, okay? You say materials. What is regrowing hope, okay? You say deforestation. All right, so we know deforestation is, okay, so you have a booth, but nowhere do we know is this a booth for what? I mean, I know that we know in class, but for a presentation's sake, you really have to let the viewer in on let the viewer in on what you're talking about. Okay, so you have this. Now look, I'm going to tell you something. This regrowing hope, this logo here, I for a while I thought it was a whale's tail splashing into the water, and I'm just seeing that over and over every time I look, and I'm seeing it here. It looks like a whale's tail splashing into the water. Same thing. So I don't know if that's really the greatest mark. But that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. I want to talk about the fact that here we are, page one. Well, here, wait, let's say there's page one, there's 2 pages, there's 3 pages, there's 4 pages, there's 5 pages, 6 pages. Oh, by the way, you don't have any citations. You need to cite your sources, by the way, including all the images you use. Anyway, so we go through 6 pages of your presentation. Now, once do we find the word sustainable? So isn't that half the project here? It's about half the project, and we decided that back on week 1. So I think we're missing the target here. I think that you're approaching this like it's a regular design project, and you've addressed materials using some like buzzwords, you're talking about latex ink. I don't know, latex ink. I think that's highly toxic. I believe. Try to use soy inks or even vegetable-based inks, but latex ink, I'm pretty sure that's very toxic. Hemp is wonderful. Bamboo is wonderful, but you're saying these are materials you're using, but where? You have to label your thing, your booth. Okay, so this part right here, that's be labeled. That would say, okay, this is made out of a steel substructure with a hemp covering, and the hemp is made of blah blah blah, and the steel is made of blah blah blah. Then reference it. Okay, so you can't just say, okay, this is my booth and it's made out of hemp, so okay, I'm done, it's sustainable. Just, you see what I'm saying? You have to give facts, figures, and you have to back those facts and figures up with research and citations. Likewise, let's talk about the brochure. I'm going to say it. I've said it probably 15 times during this discussion board. This is going in the garbage. It just is. That's the nature of trade show brochures. You have to give folks a reason to want to hang on to it. In the industry, a lot of designers kind of laugh or kind of go, oh no, because I just got hired to do a flyer for a trade show. And what do we say? We go, oh, well, I have to design this one so it looks good sitting on the ground because that's where it's going. And if you've ever been to a trade show, you'll know what I mean. And if you haven't, just Google trade show, Google images of trade show floor on a closing day, and you'll see what I mean. Littered with just crap from every handout on every table. Don't be that guy. Don't be that designer that says, okay, mine's going to be different because mine's sustainable. No, it's not. This is going to end up in the garbage. I want to give you a brilliant example that one of your classmates used. And that was the one where they designed the handout, the brochure, 8.5 by 11 collateral with their information on one side. They hand it to the viewer. The viewer says, oh, this is great. And as they get ready to throw it away, they turn it over, and on the other side, and, oh, wow, there's a map of the whole trade show floor. Awesome. Labeling each booth and everything. Now you've given them a reason to want to hang on to it. Take that a step further, and down in the corner, this person put a coupon where you drop this off at the booth on your way out the door, and you turn the brochure in the map, and they give you $5 off parking, and then they get to reuse this again. Okay? Brilliant thinking. That's what I want you to do. I want you to make this, give your viewer a reason not to want to throw that away. Okay? And this, of course, this really needs to be designed. There's nothing here. There's just, we really, I mean, I know it seems like it's only week 3, but wow, we got to move here. It's almost time. Okay. And then again here, tell me why is this sustainable? Just because it's made of hemp rope doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. How was that hemp forested? How was that hemp manufactured? Okay. So again, I don't want to sound like a jerk, but it just sounds like you're attaching some sustainable or some green buzzwords here and there without backing it up with research. And I don't see any research. There's no research page. There's no indication that you've done any research. So we'll need that research page. We'll need you to cite your sources and really take a look at that chapter in the book on materials. It'll really help this quite a bit moving forward. Also, take a look at that I keep seeing that whale. Take a look at that video that I placed in the announcements about using the grid. I think it'll help your presentation. Okay, thanks. Any questions? Give me a holler. Thanks.